Hey y'all, welcome back. This is part 16, Bad Blood. So the Baphomet is a new creation, 1861 by Eliphas Levi. It's based on Pan, and he said Satan is the personification of all error, perversities, and weakness. We find the devil and death just outside of this layout that we're using. We're using the Freemason magic square and our tarot cards, the major arcana, which correlate with the Hebrew letters. We've taken the first four letters of the Bible, laid them out in the spread, and death and the devil are outside of that. Let me show you. So here are Hebrew characters. Remember, Hebrew is reversed, Greek is backward, Latin is occult. So Bait is the high priestess, Resh is the last judgment, Aleph is the magician, and Sheen is the empress. When we get 1 and 3, we get death. When we get Aleph and wings, we get a Baphomet. They're both outside of the magic square. Even though man does a good job of creating his own evil, that doesn't mean that evil doesn't really exist. The Bible starts with B, and we know there's something outside. We're told not to question it. Archon starts with A. Archons are the planets. And if we take Taurus plus Venus, same characters, we get Mercury. Because the rules of tarot have different rules for magic squares, we can see that death and the devil are outside. But the rules of sequences tell us that A always comes before B. So Mercury, of all the gods, was the shrewdest, most cunning, and resourceful. He's a master thief, the god of commerce and border crossings. When Jupiter would come down to Earth, often disguised as a mortal, looking for adventure, Mercury was his favorite companion. So we know Mercury is a shapeshifter. He's sometimes called Hermes and is the father of Pan, whom Baphomet was based on. A noisy, merry god, part animal with goat's horns and goat's hooves instead of feet. Jesus said, "I and the Father are one." This is a law of the gods. Aleister Crowley wrote, "The gods overlap." In chapter LXXVI of Magic Without Tears, he associates Mercury with the god Loki. Loki is a trickster and sometimes associated with Pan. Crowley told us that the reason these gods look different is because it's based on your point of view. New York City is going to look different if you're standing in Hoboken or Central Park. Loki was adopted. He was accepted by the gods, but not worshipped as one. Sometimes he worked for the gods and sometimes against him. Not being worshipped, though, that really got his goat. So a shapeshifter, more cunning than all other creatures, waited for Eve to make her mistake. She was tricked into eating the poison fruit. In a similar way, Persephone was tricked into eating 3 pomegranate seeds and trapped in Hades forever. So Satan is a translation of the word adversary, and adversary has a synonym in the word foe, which is your enemy in a blood feud. Now, our skin is an effective border or barrier against infections, which are caused by pathogens, bacteria, fungi, viruses, parasites, like worms. So what if the god of border crossings, a known trickster who is in a blood feud with you, tricks you into eating something that you shouldn't, causing an infection in your blood? The key to your immunity is in your blood type. A, AB, B, and O. Immunity comes from the Latin word immunus, which was a Roman city which did not have to pay taxes. Taxes are assessed on the sale or purchase of goods. Again, commerce. Again, Mercury. Most of St. Paul's writings are telling us that the war is in our flesh. The revealing word tells us that flesh is mortal consciousness expressing itself through appetite. It is overcome by denying that appetite is physical and affirming it to be spiritual. What are you indulging in? Did you know your appetite is controlled by the limbic system? It's what they call your reptilian brain. Think about it. Peace out.